Hey guys, in today's video I will be making Carob hot milk drink, guys. But before then, let me just quickly say something about carob. Carob is a flowering evergreen tree or shrubs in the legume family. It is widely cultivated for its edible pods. Because of these pods, the tree is being cultivated, and it's native to the Mediterranean region and the Middle East. So what happens is that these ripe dried pods, this particular pods here, when it gets ripe and they dried, then it will be blended into powder form, as you can see here. I don't know if you guys are seeing it properly. It will be blended into powderish form, and it's always an alternative to cocoa powder. So that is just little about this particular carobs. And let me just show you guys here. It has these tiny seeds inside. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. Look at the seed here. Look at the seed. It has this seed inside. So I mean, when you break open this pod, you find this seed. It has this seed inside. So, and you can see it makes noise. That's the seed. I don't know if you can hear the noise. So the pods had seeds, and that is the seeds of the pods. So after, as I said earlier, after it has ripened and dried, they will now blend it to powderish form, which is a very good alternative to cocoa powder. It's also used to make chocolate bars and cookies, even carob chips as well. It's also used in making what we call a low-cost bean gum. It's a sort of thickening agent, It's a sort of thickening agent used by many food industries, and you use it to replace gluten for those of us that we don't eat animal products, a sort of, So it's also used in making liquor, syrups, and drink. So right now, I will be making this carob milk drink. So let me just show you guys what I will be using to spice up this milk drink. Here I have some dried grapefruits. It's already dried. I won't be using all anyway. And I have that as sweetener. Guys, this carob powder is very sweet. In fact, it's very, very sweet. So you might consider not adding sugar or honey or any other sweetener. But here I'm just adding, I'll be adding that, which is also already a sweetener, natural sweetener, and this one. And I'll be adding, this is nutmeg. I'll be adding some nutmeg powder. So what I did was that I soaked some of them. In fact, I blended that and I added that and the dried grapefruit. I added it into this milk already, and I blended it so that by the time I'll be doing my hot drink, I won't have problem of dissolving it or blending it to paste. So what will happen now, I will just add, this is already blended, that is, I added that sweetener, dry grapefruit, and some of nutmeg powder have been added. So we get started, guys. Here I have my, some of my mug of milk. So we just get started. So now the pot is on heat, and I will be adding the blended that and the grapeseed fruit. This is just to sweeten. This is just a sort of sweetener. You might decide to not to do that because it's already, carob powder is very, very sweet. Then I'll be adding more of the milk. This is an eyeball. This is an eyeball something. So you add as you like. So practically the that is already here. So inside this milk now, we have this already. You know, I told you guys I blended it inside the, soaked it inside the milk before making this video, and it's already blended and already on fire. This one also is already on the stove. It's already inside the pot of milk, and also I have this grated nutmeg powder as well. So we will just wait for the milk to get warm, and then we add our carob powder to make our Carob Hot Milk. So guys, before the milk gets boiled, let us look at some of the benefits of carob. So some of the benefits of carob is that it's low in fat. It's low in fat, and it's very good for people on a low fat diet. But it's higher in sugar. It's higher in sugar and in carbs than normal cocoa pods or cocoa powder anyways. So it's low in the sodium, and it contains calcium, very, very good for our bone and for our health, our teeth. It contains calcium, which is good for bone health, and it's high in fiber, guys. It's very, very high in fiber, and it's gluten-free. As I said there earlier on, that it's being used, the pulp is being used as a thickening agent, in some food industries to replace gluten. That is to say, it is gluten-free. And then it helps to relieve diarrhea. It's very, very good. If you are suffering from diarrhea, it's good to consume. And it has this good source of antioxidants. So it has good source of antioxidants, and it's caffeine free. It doesn't have caffeine, so you can take it freely. For those of us that doesn't take caffeine foods or caffeine itself, is very, very good for us. And okay guys, so that is just little information about carob. For some of us that have not heard of it before, or that have not even come in contact with it before. So it's very good. If you don't take caffeine, you can freely take it, and you can add it to your smoothie, to your ice cream, to your milk, to your yogurt, to your dough, or even pancake. Yes, it's very good. So it's about to boil now, and you can see the fire is red. So I will just add little of nutmeg powder again, because I so much love nutmeg taste. I will just add. Some people actually add cinnamon. They add cinnamon powder. Some add moringa, but I don't want to go that far. So I'm okay with this. So now I will I will lower my heat. And then now we add the main man here, and that is the carob powder itself. So I will be adding. So I will be adding the carob powder. So careful you mix. So the second spoon. Carob is very sweet actually, as I told you guys. So just do what works out for you. Do according to your own taste. Wow. Some people actually also add cocoa powder in mixture to this carob powder. So, but I'm okay this way. I won't add any other thing. Yes, guys. So some add cinnamon powder, some add turmeric powder, whatever. Some even add sea salt, but for me it's okay this way. It's okay like this. So I think it's time to gulp down our hot carob milk, guys. So let me just repeat it this once again. Before you add sweetener or sugar or whatever, make sure you taste it first, because carob is very sweet. It has this high amount of sugar than cocoa powder itself. So here we are, it's done, and it's time to serve. Okay guys, so I forget to tell you guys that if you allow your carob milk of a thing to stay long on the heat, it will start getting thick. So that is what you see here. So that is to say, you can make it in form of thickness. You can make it in form of thicker consistency, and you can actually take it in form of light milk. So that is what happened here. As you can see, this one is thick, because after taking the milk, I left this one on the stove, and you can see it's thick now. Look at it. So that is what we have here. Okay guys, so here we are. Here we have the carob milk. As you can see, this is the milk. Look at it here. I don't know if you guys can see properly. This one is lighter consistency. That is the milk. This one here. You see it here? Yeah. And this one is the thick paste. So if you leave it more on the heat, it will form thick paste this way, which is also very, very good, especially for children. Yeah, so here we have our carob paste or carob pap, whatever. And here we have our carob milk. So any of the two rocks, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. So thank you guys. Bye bye.